Thank you for watching, and remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support.
So great though in Atlanta's gonna be the temperatures, especially considering we're gonna go from the mid 80s and beautiful today to the upper 70s, a few storms around Monday too. Wah, wah, wah. You see it. The upper 50s by Wednesday. That's gonna be a chilly rain, well below average there. But they say misery loves company, right? Well, Atlanta, you're not the only place that's gonna be dealing with that. You'll notice really below average temperatures across portions of the Front Range into the plains. Southern plains getting in on that and intensifying as we head through early next week by Tuesday. These below average temperatures encompassing much of the country, especially as you look to the northeast and around New England as well. And then by Wednesday, we see that intensifying across southeastern parts of the country. Much of South Carolina going to be seeing really below average temperatures by the middle part of next week. Now take a look at the temperatures today. New Orleans mid 80s, Little Rock upper 70s, Atlanta mid 80s, but watch what happens by Wednesday. We're talking about upper 50s, Little Rock mid 60s for you. So much colder air is going to be filtering in as we head through the next several days. Paul. Seen some of that, Paul. Severe weather on a roll in the plains of Kansas. Now this menace outside Ellsworth prompted a severe thunderstorm warning yesterday at sunset. Dozens of reports of hail and high winds gusting at 70 miles an hour in several locations across Kansas. So Paul, kind of breaking down the severe weather risk today. We have that threat continuing into Monday though across portions of the Gulf Coast and especially across the hill country of Texas. Junction down into San Antonio, Del Rio, you're included in that. And you'll notice really anywhere shaded in this red has that risk for some storms. The higher risk, though, is going to be the darker shading. The slightly lower risk is going to be in that lighter shading. But regardless, any of these storms could be really efficient rainmakers. We've got a ton of Gulf moisture collecting along that stalled frontal boundary. We have plenty of instability in the atmosphere, especially near that center of low pressure and that warm front. And then as you head up in the atmosphere, we've got some support in the upper levels as well that could produce some rotation in those storms and also help to organize these storms as we head through the afternoon and even into the evening. So we're going to start off our Monday morning for places like New Orleans being absolutely socked in that rain and that storm activity. Some of those could be packing a little bit of a punch as well. Dallas and Shreveport, you're getting a little bit of action from this as we move through the afternoon. But take a look at what happens as we head into the later afternoon and evening around Junction, San Antonio, Del Rio. You can see those storms firing up and bubbling up across the hill country. Now anywhere shaded in this purple from Apalachicola all the way up through Dallas has that risk for some hail tomorrow, an inch or greater, but particularly this area over the hill country, Junction, Rock Springs, San Antonio, you have that risk for some very large hail. So you're going to want to plan accordingly. And if the garage is an option, you want to make sure you're parking your car in that tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night, because hail that large, Paul, could really do some damage.
Yeah,
that's not what you expect on Mother's Day, right? We've been looking at this all morning, and I was thinking, you know what, the temperatures are just too warm to get that snow to anywhere. But I stand corrected. I will correct myself when I'm wrong. I actually had a Twitter friend tweet me from Auburn and tweet me a picture of the snow kind of settling there. Now, is it a line? In some places, we're getting those OBS reporting snow coming down in Angola, Legionnaire. You can see you're in the 30s, and I would bet the reason that it's looking like we've got such heavy rain right there around Legionnaire is because we've got some big snowflakes within there, and the radar is picking that up as very heavy rain when it's actually probably some snowflakes mixed in with that rain. We've got very heavy rain though moving through Cleveland right now, down through Akron, take 71 down to Columbus, and you've got that very heavy rain. That would be a really rough ride right now at this point, but I'd say I'd rather be in my car dealing with this than it is chilly. We've got some storms moving through Nashville right now, and you can see that line of storms going to continue progressing eastward. This is going to be a cool rain for anyone dealing with it across the northern tier. Cincinnati, Parkersburg, Lexington, you have that risk for some stronger storms as well. Watch how all of this builds eastward as we head through the next 24 hours. So here's your evening. Pittsburgh, you're getting those waves of rain. NYC, by this evening, you guys are also fully socked in that rain. So if you're planning out your mom's day in New York City, you're going to want to plan it for the earlier part of the day until we get before we get there. And then we'll have all of this continuing to progress eastward overnight tonight and into early Monday morning. Some of that still sticking around for Beantown as you're starting off your Monday as well. Quick look at what you can expect in terms of rainfall totals. Not a ton still to come, but enough. Pittsburgh, maybe 1 to 2 inches, but generally about up to an inch. And Paul, I was really shocked to see that snow this morning, but that's not the only place we're talking about snow.